when you look, I try to imagine how would we all feel about this if in 2014 Barack Obama had done the same thing, and if he was also targeting only red states or red cities and making the same argument. The Republicans that I knew back then would say this is an imperial presidency. This is a executive overreach run amok, that this is abuse of power. And I remember when Republicans used to be the small government party and wanted less of a centralized executive branch. That is what used to be one of the central tenets of conservatism, was that government works best when the government that is closest to the people is actually in power. Washington, D.C. is always a little goofy because it's not exactly a city state, right? Its budget is actually controlled by Congress. The House Oversight Committee, run by Republicans, has jurisdiction over Washington, D.C. And in many ways has more authority than even the city council does, which is something that I discovered when I worked at the Oversight Committee. I didn't know that part of the legislative portfolio. Ironically, the largest legislative portfolio that the Oversight Committee has is actually Washington, D.C., and nothing else. I think that when you look at, you kind of have to take everything that's happening and provide a little 50,000-foot level. I see a president who's trying to silence criticism and data within the federal government with the firing of the BLS head. I see a president that's activating, military law enforcement personnel only in Democrat-run areas, hiding behind the guise of crime, violence, and homelessness.